Hello, and welcome to Inside RBC TV, your source for information and news at Richard Bland College of William and Mary. I'm your host, Amy Lacey. Our opening segment takes us inside Richard Bland College of William and Mary's first annual Health Careers Camp. Local 8th and 9th grade students got a chance to stay on campus and immerse themselves in hands-on learning sessions with community partners such as Bon Secours Southside Medical Center.
I just absolutely loved meeting you all. I really did. And I loved having you at my hospital that I'm the president of.
This is where I want to be. This is why I'm breathing.
We have a strong partnership, Bon Secours Southside Medical Center with Richard Bland College.
This is where I want to sleep. This is why I'm dreaming.
Many of our students that enter our nursing program or radiology program get their prerequisites at Richard Bland College.
This is where I'm free to be. This is where I let myself grow.
So we took it a step further and said, what can we do to get students interested in healthcare upstream, early on in middle and high school?
We give you a lot of great pathways to careers in healthcare if that's what you're interested in. The Health Careers Camp got started because Southside knew that we wanted to impact our community and our students, and we knew that we wanted to provide an opportunity to share with students. And so our mission is to help people in need, to bring good help to those in need. And so this partnership with Richard Bland College of William and Mary grew to develop what we now call the Health Careers Camp.
We're only going to be together for a short amount of time. Richard Bland College is committed to giving back to the community and supporting students before they even come to us. So it gave us the opportunity to connect with students from Petersburg City Public Schools as well as Sussex Public Schools. Disney movie fans? Oh, yes. What's your favorite?
I was tempted.
And we had a 3-day camp.
Tempted by your smile.
Quiet is not always great for students in the community.
And for a little while,
High school and middle school students came and spent 3 days here on campus.
that I will be the one to change you, and you will be mine.
So we had to do some icebreaker activities. Many of the students didn't know each other, so we wanted to build some norms. It was wonderful to see you so engaged and learning about each other.
The health camp has been a fun experience. I've liked a lot of the activities we've been doing.
So we're going to start out by doing something called a spectrogram.
So psychodrama is a class to help teach the kids how to deal with past experiences and get through those through acting it out.
Somebody can be chosen more than once. Right, yeah, you don't have to be. No, you only pick one person.
Overall, we talked about the history, the research and techniques of psychodrama.
Jacob Morano came up with psychodrama.
But mostly it was experiential. It was a workshop, so they experienced the techniques.
Welcome to the magic shop.
She dressed up as a magician and we had a magic shop.
So you want to learn math more. Is that what I'm here?
Where what we did is we took a goal and 3 things that were distracting us from that goal. And then we would buy an item selling the 3 distractions.
So your goal is to get straight A's?
Yes.
Okay.
I loved the psychodrama class. It was like I loved expressing myself with psychology, but also drama and theater because that's something I'm also interested in.
Not afraid of losing what I've found. If all the fallen pieces hit the ground.
On the day of the Health Careers Camp, the students came to Southside. We met them out front.
My lover and my bride, our love's a steady tide.
When I first came to Bon Secours, they were so nice. Like when I first walked in, everybody was so welcoming and glad to see us there.
We were just so grateful to have these young adults on our campus, to be able to explore all sorts of different facets of healthcare. Many times students think about nurses and doctors and hospitals. They don't think about the other careers that a hospital offers.
I got to learn a lot about heart attacks.
We've got the heart looking pretty normal there. That's when symptoms first start.
And how a lot of the common symptoms and a lot of why it's a big problem mostly because people ignore the symptoms and play it off as just something normal.
We got the doll, the CPR doll. We put him on the floor, and we had to give him like chest compressions to help him, I guess, breathe.
It was I didn't know CPR would be that hard. You had to lock your elbows and really get in there to save that person. And they gave us good scenarios and things like that. They gave us some pamphlets and stuff to know that if that were to happen, you would be the one to step in and help.
It allows us to move them.
So the students had the opportunity to explore a little bit about EMS, our emergency department, our helicopter.
Everything starts with electricity in the battery. The way these doors open is you take the pointed handle on both of them and point it to the sky.
The helicopter was a really good experience. I liked learning about how it worked, how it was used.
We do what are called scene calls.
I think what really struck out to me was just how small it was.
All right, everyone, we're gonna head back inside where we started.
They gave us fake wounded patients. They had us stuff the wound.
All right, so I want everybody to get the packing into a wound.
Like, we could pick one of 3 wounds to stuff.
Now remember, you're saving my life.
And then they had the thing with the tourniquet,
which cut off circulation to the wound so that it could stop bleeding.
And the hard plastic piece is not going to let you go, it only goes so small.
They had us try it on ourselves and our friends. And I thought that was pretty cool, considering like if I ever did come across the situation where I would need to or had something of like that material, I could do that. I feel confident in that.
Perfect.
We brought all the teams back together and we were able to do a panel discussion with lunch.
Say she has something going on with her body, I can step in and fix it.
It all started with a wink, an unassuming little thing that has led us here today.
It gives you a little bit of everything.
And we got to do a Q&A, which I found to be very interesting. I learned a lot about what they do, how they do it.
During the panel, we got to meet doctors in different fields. We met a stroke doctor, a nurse aide, a nurse leader. We also got to meet an OBGYN doctor, just kind of learn the different fields that were going on in the hospital.
The overall experience for the Health Careers Camp was one that really just lit my passion and really, I think, drove home the important message of how do we get to our students sooner so that they know what it can mean to have a career in healthcare and the fact that they can do that right in their hometown.
I saw fireworks that day. I saw fireworks for the second time in 2 days.
The intent of this camp was to help them explore all the different things and make what would seemingly be a dream for them, they could really see the reality in that dream.
I think that it was a very useful experience, and I have a lot of takeaway from that.
I think it was very informational.
And I just had a really fun time.
I met new people, and I did things I never thought I would end up doing.
They paid attention to interest.
I may just have to come here.
Welcome back. Our next segment takes us to Richard Bland College's procurement manager, Amanda Turner. Off the field, she reviews RBC contracts. On the field, she plays in and referees football games.
I oversee the college's procurement.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Catch it, put it in a jar to have and to hold.
Amanda Turner's life at Richard Bland College of William and Mary is governed by teamwork and meticulousness.
Richard Bland College, Office of Procurement. This is Amanda. How may I help you?
At her day job as procurement manager at RBC, she reviews countless pages of procurement contracts for various campus projects submitted by college staff and external stakeholders.
I need to do it tomorrow
if possible.
I train my end users on how to use the system. Orders over under 10,000 is a single quote process, and stay in compliance of all procurement.
Her attention to detail and affinity for teamwork doesn't just apply to her 9-to-5. It also applies on the gridiron.
I got it like that. Yeah, I got it like that. I got it like that.
Outside of work, I'm passionate about football.
Where it all started. Yep.
Timothy Robert Strawn, Amanda's high school friend, remembers how it all started.
I remember it started off, there was going to be a girl on the team.
When I first started, they made me kick down there. Remember, they stuck me there because they didn't know what to do with me.
Oh, yeah.
I lost both my toenails. I was the first female to play football in Williamsburg, James City County on an all-boys team.
Not a lot of the guys were happy about it. You know, it's not common for a woman to want to be playing football with the fellas.
It took a lot of practice. I had a lot of teammates that were like, yeah, come play. But the second I stepped on the field, they were like, get off my field.
She asked for help, and at that point, I was like, all right. I stayed, and I tried to help her improve her game every day after practice. I remember the day I finally said that I would stay after and help you.
After they saw that I wasn't going away, I had one of my fellow seniors step up, and we started working every day after practice until I could get on the level, you know, to be able to participate.
I'm proud of just to, I guess, be a part of the story, you know, to feel like, yeah, I feel like she gives me more credit than I'm due.
I did hear about Amanda playing football in high school, which at that time was definitely a rarity.
Roughly 15 years later, Amanda fulfilled a lifelong dream. She became a member of the Richmond Black Widows.
The Richmond Black Widows, we are a women's semi-pro football team.
We play 6 games a season.
We play NCAA rules, so just like the guys.
Hey, watch the tight ends! He's eligible!
Football is football. You can't treat a woman different.
Now you go down, baby! Hey, come on, man!
So Amanda is our center.
Not even set.
She's a great person.
Mom, can you do the flying thing with me?
On the field and off the field.
Huddle up!
Game day.
Let's go!
Lights out. She show up, she know what she's doing, and she's ready to work.
We got a flag on the play.
This is a sport where you're constantly learning. And I love that about the game.
You can have whatever you like. You can have whatever you like.
From playing to officiating.
We have a substitution.
There's always something that you haven't seen before or didn't know.
Amanda, along with playing semi-pro football, is also a high school football referee.
So he's going to be on the side.
She was encouraged to come down to a CIAA football camp in North Carolina to try out for an umpire position.
There aren't many women in officiating.
Always kept me in the dark.
I have a total of 125 officials this year.
When you throw a flag, give the center judge or the umpire a preliminary signal.
Try to become an official on the CIAA staff.
Amanda was the only female participant in the umpire class.
Just remember to breathe, take your time, and then give information to the referee. So everybody comes to this camp to get better, to get looked at. You know, we have clinicians from the NFL, ACC, SEC, the Big Ten. We're here to help hone your skills. We're all good before you put that ball down at the 35.
After the class, the officials met at one of the nearby colleges and worked a scrimmage.
It's your first. As you're doing the coin toss.
You know, it's a lot different than seeing everybody in the classroom when they're in normal clothes. But to see that many officials and stepping on the field with them, knowing that I'm among some really great officials, was quite the experience.
For Amanda, football has helped her grow as a person, not just on the job at Richard Bland College, but in life.
There's a you and there's a me. There's a pattern in the chaos, a current in the sea, and there are times I wish I had a mountain top to see the rhythm of it all.
So I went through the whole process at camp and was evaluated, and recently got the notification that I was accepted as an umpire to officiate D2 college ball.
Thanks for coming back. Here at Inside RBC TV, we love sharing success stories about our Richard Bland College alumni. 2005 graduate Megan Hare Abbey did something that had never been done in the town of McKinney, Virginia. She made history by becoming its first woman mayor.
Good morning, Stepping Stone Academy. This is Megan. How can I help you?
For most of her life, Megan Hare Abbey felt her calling in life was to lead a classroom, not an entire town.
I know a place where we can go and be alone.
Megan resides in McKinney, Virginia, located roughly 30 miles southwest of Richard Bland College of William and Mary, a town that spans about 1 square mile with a population of 480 people.
It's a very small town, so I think that people write us off sometimes that we're not as important, or that the citizens or residents here aren't as important, or their needs aren't as important. But I think that just because we're small doesn't mean that we can't be mighty.
After teaching for about 10 years in Dinwiddie County Public Schools, Megan decided to establish her own daycare center, Stepping Stone Academy.
Don't tell your friends, but let them know we're safe, let her on.
I opened a childcare business in a previously underserved area, so we really weren't sure what that was going to look like. And we're full.
The last one.
Okay, we'll do this one. Gotta take them out. We are so full that we're having to look at building a new center.
And we were talking about your 5-year plan for this Stepping Stone. What's the plan?
Megan's father, Charles Hare Jr., says the academy fulfilled a much-needed void centered around childcare.
Stepping Stone Academy was a sorely needed service. There was no daycare in this area.
Oh, it's for Christmas. Maybe we could scoop it up with this truck, and then we are so full that we're having to look at building a new center to take more kids.
People had to come all the way from the northern end of the county, some 20 or more miles, looking for supervision of their children during the daytime hours.
Megan's Daycare Center has really impacted the community. I say it's revolutionized the community.
If you would like to schedule a tour, we're open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m.
We are a considerable distance from good paying jobs, middle-class jobs, etc. And daycare was always a significant problem here.
Town of McKinney, this is Mayor Abby. How can I help you? I also wouldn't have anticipated running for mayor in the town where I opened the child care center and live.
Megan made history in 2020.
When Megan said she was going to run for mayor, I had no doubt she was going to win.
I wonder where Becky and Shirley are.
She became the town's first woman mayor.
Megan is the first female mayor for the town of McKinney.
To be able to cross Route 40, we're going to have to lower the speed limit there, which is...
And I'm very happy for her.
She's been intentional about empowering her underrepresented constituents.
I may have to go to a meeting and present it. I don't know. We met at the Dinwiddie County Government Building. All in favor of approving the financial report?
It makes a statement to everyone, especially the women, that you can do the same jobs if you try.
Last Saturday we had poor weather, so we're going to move the town Easter event to this Saturday for our rain date.
If you've got the ability and the drive, as she does.
Not only is she smart, she's strategic. That's a whole different ballgame.
And she loves McKinney.
All right, I'll call the monthly meeting of the Town McKinney Council, public meeting, to order at 6 p.m.
Remember you started college when you were 17, thought you were grown, you're gonna take on the world.
I did.
Yeah, you did.
Megan graduated with her associate's degree in arts in 2005 from Richard Bland College of William & Mary.
Oh, there's you and me. I'm pretty sure that's while I was at Bland.
I close my eyes and see all that we could be.
Her father, a first-generation college student, is also an RBC alumnus.
It was a friendly place to go to school. There were professors that, I still remember, enjoyed their classes, and they seemed to be really interested in helping you, do your best.
He strongly encouraged her to attend the college.
I actually didn't decide to attend RBC. My father decided I was going to attend RBC, which I ended up being extremely grateful for. I remember thinking, I can't wait till I grow up and I can do whatever I want to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Charles Hare Jr. couldn't be prouder as a father and respects how resolute Megan is in everything she does.
I remember one Father's Day, Megan posted on Facebook like a tribute to me. I'm sorry.
Happy Father's Day to my daddy.
I will be yours year after year.
I love you, Charles Hare.
I love her more than life.
I think the older generation of women are also extremely supportive of the things that I've accomplished, because a woman has accomplished these things in their lifetime because these were things that they wouldn't have considered possibilities when they were young girls.
Welcome back. At the start of each academic year, Richard Bland College's president, Debbie L. Sido, loves to make connections with both students and their parents. Building trust is one of her core values.
Very nice to meet you. Welcome. We're thrilled to have you here. Now, where do you want to go to school? Great to have you. Welcome.
Great to be here.
Nice to meet you, Mom, Dad, and sister. Great to have you here. Pleasure to meet you.
Always have our songs, and you'll always have a person to call home.
Hello, I'm Debbie Sido.
I think you're the one.
Oh, so nice to meet you as well.
Well, that does it for this edition of Inside RBC TV, your source for news and information at Richard Bland College of William & Mary. Once again, I'm your host, Amy Lacey. For more information on RBC, visit us on the web at rbc.edu, or you can check out a rebroadcast of this show on our YouTube channel. See you next time.
The Dominion Energy Christmas Parade
On CBS 6.